Hey all, here are OS reviews. With the World Health Organization classifying the coronavirus as a pandemic, many of us are learning how to adjust to working from home. And that also means we'll have a lot more meetings, which are virtual and online, to prevent the virus from spreading. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to share with you another conference speaker. This one is from Anker, a company that's more well known for making very good power banks on Amazon, but this dubs as both a power bank that has a 6,700 milliamp hour capacity battery and also a smart speakerphone. You can connect this using Bluetooth to a phone, a tablet, or to your computer, of course, and it works with any conferencing tool from Zoom to Microsoft Teams, Skype, so on and so forth. The claim here is much cleaner and clearer calls when you are conferencing, especially if your laptop or phone has really tinny speakers or bad microphones. This also claims to cancel out background noises, so if you're in a slightly crowded space, it still focuses only on your voice. And also, if you're using this in a real conference where there's other people sitting around you, it also automatically picks up different people's voices, adjusts the volume so it becomes even regardless of where people are sitting in the room, and tries to isolate noise to one speaker at a time. We have a user manual here, and then a small compartment contains a Type-C cable for connecting it in the wired mode or for charging it up. Then we've got just a hard shell carrying case, and inside of this is when we have the actual conference speaker. Initial impressions. The build quality is quite good. It is made out of a precision drilled aluminum, so it feels very sturdy. The base here is constructed out of more of a polycarbonate plastic with some rubber accents that prevents it from sliding around. It says Anker PowerConf. And then on the rear here is where we have the USB port to use it as a power bank. Auxiliary output, if for whatever reason you want to link this into larger speakers, then you'll only be using this for the microphones. There's also a Type-C to charge the conference speaker itself or use it in the wired mode. Here we have the microphones which are scattered on the rear for picking up different voices at various spots in the room. We have a dedicated power key and also a button here that you can tap on to pair it in the Bluetooth mode. So if we turn it on here, just tap and hold for a few seconds, the LED will light on. Top here features touch-sensitive controls, which are pretty easy to tap, and the ring here is also backlit, just very similar to the eMeet, in fact, when it comes to how it's used. The Conference Mate series from them that we checked out last year, the versions with Bluetooth built on in, are actually selling for about the same price as well. The center here is a mute button that you can tap on that turns the entire device red. That means that the microphones will be deactivated. Now, just when you're linked up in the Bluetooth mode, it does work also as a regular speaker. As a speaker, let's do a quick demo of what it sounds like, just playing back a quick audio sample. We can tap to pause it, and overall takeaway is the quality is quite good. It isn't perhaps designed for music listening, but it certainly does work. Bass is not the strongest suit, just because for making calls it focuses more on mids and trebles, making sure speech is really clear and easy to understand. And as you saw previously, in terms of controlling the volume, you see kind of a dial that visualizes what percentage the volume is at. So it's pretty easy to understand. This visualization is the same as on the eMeet. So to imitate a phone call, we're going to open up kind of a voice recording app, and you can see that right now the microphone is activated. We see that because as we are turning the device here on its axis, you can see the LED indicator light stays on where it's picked up my voice. So it's using these 6 microphones here to pinpoint where I am talking. We are now starting a test using the microphones here. I'm going to snap, make noises from different directions, see how it's able to pick up our sound. We are now starting a test using the microphones here. I'm going to snap, make noises from different directions, see how it's able to pick up our sound and whether the speech sounds loud and clear. So you can see that in that quick demo, that is exactly what the microphones sound like on this device, and that's what other people will be able to hear. Overall, I would say it's okay. It might not be the most crisp sounding microphones, but it certainly sounds even in terms of volume, and regardless of where I was talking into as I was turning it, it seemed to pick up those sounds pretty well. Perhaps the only con, so to speak, is the noise cancellation algorithm does seem to be a little bit on the aggressive side. That might be part of the reason why the voice isn't quite as crisp sounding. It's also trying to compensate by filtering out other background noises, but it is always switched on. There's no ability for you to turn that on or off. But overall, it works well enough, I'd say. The last feature here is going to be the power bank function. Let's actually do a quick demo of that. I'm going to plug the Type-C port into that same phone. Charging here has started. It works for topping up your phone a couple times without too many issues, and if you're using it just as this speakerphone, it will work for 24 hours continuously before you need to recharge it. So that's more or less it as far as our hands-on review of the Anker PowerConf. A very beautiful design and using the latest Bluetooth chip and a large battery. With that being said, I do think that the price is a little high for this category as a whole. I would like to see it hover around $100 or so. I think that would be a more comfortable mark. So you can check out more details if you are interested in the links down below, but for now that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. That's been the Anker PowerConf.